Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. I'm Ajay, Cybersecurity and Network Security Trainer at Networkers Home. So in the last video, we have seen that why it is so important to monitor the logs as well as the alerts in your firewall. Now today, let's talk about how you will respond to the alerts. Okay, we are going to talk about how you're going to respond to the alerts. So let's say there has been some alerts generated in the firewall. And if the alerts are generated, we have to respond to the threats, okay, to the alerts. How we will deal with it? So what we are going to do here is, the first thing we are going to do is, we are going to assess the risk. Okay, it's not like immediately you have to take the action always. You have to check whether why that particular alert has been generated. Okay, so it can be that, the alert is coming from a particular device that is available inside the network. Because of that, the user or the device has violated some sort of policy. Because of that, the alert is generated. Another case can be maybe somebody from the outside of the organization, some external entity is trying to attack on your network. So that can be another reason of generating an alert. So it is not always the case that you have to take immediate action, or sometimes if you are not taking an immediate action, even that is a problem. So how you will deal with it? So what you have to do is, you have to prioritize the alerts. Okay, based on the severity levels. Okay, many firewalls come up with this feature that you can prioritize the alerts with the severity level, that what kind of compromise it is, what kind of alert has been triggered. So based on that, you can decide if it is low, medium or high priority, or what is the severity level. Then after, what you can do is, you can try to know about the source, from where the attack is coming from. Even that is very important to know. Okay, that whether the attack is coming from some outside entity or is it a internal device itself. Okay, so once you know that, okay, from where the attack is coming from and what is the severity level, okay, this is the assessment we have done. Now the next thing we have to do is what? We have to respond to that threat. So how you will respond to that threat? The first thing you will do to respond to that threat is that you are going to disconnect or isolate the device. Okay, if it is internal device, maybe you want to disconnect it from the network. Okay, if it is some external entity, then you might want to isolate your network from the external entity. How? That, let's say it's coming from external. So in that case, what you will be doing is, you will be blocking that particular IP address or region. You will be blocking all the traffic from that particular IP address or region. And if it is internal device, okay, that is generating that alert, in that case, you will disconnect that system from the network. Now, maybe you will unplug the system, or maybe you will just shut down the particular system. Okay. So why would this do this? You want to prevent further damage in the network. Okay. So like this, we can take an actions on the devices and we can isolate our devices. So this will do what? This will prevent further damage to the network. Okay. So these are few things that can be done in case of alerts. Okay, when you get alerts, how you respond to them. Okay, so the first thing we do, assess the risk, isolate the device, and then respond to it. Once you have responded, then after, it is very important to know that whether whatever the patches and fixes you are going to apply, are they properly applied or not. Because in some cases, maybe you will be updating your firewall rules. Okay, in some cases, maybe if it is a new attack, and you have detected a new attack, you might want to apply some extra rules so that the same kind of attacks will not affect your organization any further. Okay, so these kind of things you can do. Now, let's say, for example, you have assessed the risk, mitigated the risk also. We have rectified, and now we are consistently reviewing also that, okay, the patches and fixes that we had to apply are properly applied. The next thing is what? That after everything is done, you will document everything. This is also one of the very important part, that you have to document your findings. Okay, that, okay, what was the source of the attack? Okay, what kind of attack it was. Then after, you will see, or you will also document that what kind of the mitigation measures you took. That means, what were the responsive measures you took to eliminate the threat, or the threat or any reason that was generating that particular alert. Okay, so that we can discuss. And after that, in the documentation itself, you can also include that, okay, was it possible that you could have detected the threat any sooner? Okay. And was it possible that, or are your rules of the firewall that are currently there, or whatever the security setup you have right now, is it strong enough to mitigate the same kind of threat or any new threats? So these all things you have to check. Okay, starting from assessing, you have to mitigation, then you have to review, and after that you have to document everything. So this is the entire process how you will respond to the alerts if an alert is generated in your firewall. Now more about it we'll discuss in the next video. I'll see you guys. Have a good day.